I want to welcome you to Chapter 7, Balance Sheet Accounts and Budgets. First thing we're going to do in this video is to go through an overview of the chapter, and I'm going to approach this overview from the standpoint of looking at each of the quick references and the develop your skill exercises in the chapter. The way the chapters are laid out, there's a certain amount of teaching in the text, and then at the end of that teaching there is a quick reference which summarizes the teaching, and then immediately after that there is a develop your skills DYS activity. So I'm going to describe each of these and hope that you will work through the chapter by going through each of these. The first quick reference and develop your skills 7-1 is entitled Create and Fund a Prepaid Rent Account. In this exercise you are going to create an asset account called prepaid rent, and then each month you're going to expense away 1 month's worth of that asset until it is diminished. I think you actually only do 1 month in this exercise. The second one, 7-2, is on page 287, and it's called Make and Memorize a Transfer of Funds. This deals with transferring funds between one asset account and another, and also learning how to memorize a transaction so that you will be reminded when it's time to do that transaction. The third quick reference and develop your skills 7-3 is shown on page 290, and it's called Working with a Petty Cash Account. You will set up an asset petty cash account and you will expense an item out of that account. The fourth one on page 294 is called Write Off Bad Debt. That's pretty self-explanatory. The fifth one on page 299 is entitled Create a Fixed Asset Account and Item. And in this, a fixed asset account is generally a capital item, such as a car or truck or computer or machinery. So you're going to create the item, and then you're also going to create the fixed asset account. In the sixth develop your skills exercise 7-6, beginning on page 302, it describes paying current liabilities. And the exercise you're going to be doing is to pay off the sales tax that has been accumulated through prior transactions. The seventh one, page 306, is entitled Create a Long-Term Liability. Now, just like the fixed asset, which is something that you intend to have in service for well more than a year, the long-term liability is a note or mortgage against a fixed asset. In this case, it will be the payment or the cost of the fixed asset that was done in exercise 7-5. The final exercise is 7-8, and it's on page 312, and it's called Produce a Budget and Budget Report. This is a very important exercise because it teaches you how to create a budget in QuickBooks. Following this point, there will be a 5-second showing of a summary of these exercises and their titles, and I would suggest that you might want to pause and either do a screenshot or write down the information for future reference. This quiz will be similar to previous quizzes in that it will have 2 true and false questions and 3 multiple choice questions. The difference will be that this quiz and all the ones after this will only be available for a single try. So once you answer the questions in the quiz and submit it, you will see the correct answers and incorrect answers, but you will not have an opportunity to make any changes. Our next evaluation is the homework, and in the homework exercise you are to read chapter 7. You are to do the apply your skills sections at the end of the chapter, and you're going to be doing exercise sections 7-1 through 7-5 on page 320 through 323. Remember that, as shown in the instructions just before the first section, you are told to change the name of the company. Be sure you do that. And then you're not doing Apply Your Skills section 7-6. So you will be doing sections 7-1 through 7-5, and you will not do 7-6. When you complete these steps, go to the following menu, Reports and Company and Financial, and then select the Balance Sheet Standard Report. Set the report date to 7/31/16. So this report will be at the end of July. One of the things I'm going to be doing in this chapter and for subsequent chapters is I will provide you with a checksum number which will represent a key number in your answer, and it will help you to be sure that you're getting the exercise done correctly before you submit it. The checksum number for this chapter is for the total asset line, and the number is 44,787 and 28 cents. 44,787.28. When you do look at your report, if you have this value as your total asset number, then you have very probably done the exercise correctly. If you do not have that number, then you need to go back and work on it, because you will obviously have had an error. And then you should continue working until you have gotten the correct number. After you've gotten the correct number, review the report, click on the print to PDF, name the report Balance Sheet Standard Chapter 7.pdf. Balance Sheet Standard Chapter 7.pdf. On the assignment page, you should first click on the Submit Assignment button in the upper right corner, and then upload the file to me. Be sure that the file is in a PDF format. The very last thing in the module is to go into the discussion section on Chapter 7, feedback and comments, and give me and the other students in the class the benefit of things that you found interesting, things you had trouble with, things you needed some help with, anything at all you want to comment on. As I've said in the past, I review all of these comments and comment on them when a comment is due, and really appreciate it, and I think the other students should appreciate it also. I want to thank you and wish you good luck.